Hello everyone, we were here for hole number 9. As you can see, pretty standard bag. We were going to do a revision on yesterday. I hit the bunker. I'm going to attempt to not hit the bunker today. And hopefully we get a better wind too. I think we got almost as low as a wind we could have got yesterday. I think it was, in the 9 somewhere, which is pushing an 11, which is pretty much as light as a wind we can get. So it was kind of worst case scenario yesterday. You saw me crank up the top spin a little bit more than I want to. And here you see much more fair wind. It's going to be more the average wind, which is a little bit more, probably closer to 12 and a half, 13, somewhere in there, which is what's to be expected. If the range is, 11 to 14, 12 and a half is going to be the average wind. And this is pretty much, average case or maybe a little bit better. Very close, so let's see what we can do with this wind now that it's an extra mile per hour down. As long as I get the same, usually they give you and your partner very similar. In fact, I'm getting even 11.4 here. So I'm assuming had I hit the same shot that I did yesterday, it would have been very favorable with 2 extra miles per hour. So globes is going to be make this shot the easiest if you go at it with that, but I do not have them, so I'm not going to be able to do that. You're going to see me use 3.5 here. I'm going to aim kind of off this left, and I'm going to stack at least 28, 30 rings somewhere in there. 3 full targets for my aim. And let's see what this looks like. So far, so good. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. And I just came up right of the hole there. So as you can see, very good drive there. I almost got it back left enough. And that's kind of what cranking off the top spin does for you. You'll give yourself a nice good chance. Just imagine if I had a globe there, I could get a little bit more cut spin on it, and it would have easily been to the left of the pin or right on line for a chance at that hole in one. So you can see, relatively easy. And more or less for here, I'm just going to, just kind of straightforward, hit this straight into the pin. And give myself an easy pitch. I'll take that one down. So, no real issues there. With that hole, hopefully you guys can have similar results. Like I said, in terms of with an Epoch 5, Epoch 6, we're going to go roughly, with that much downwind on a Berserker, almost 3 full targets for your aim. 2.8, 2.9 full targets. That means if you're looking at the left of your bullseye as your target line, you want to stack that where you are aiming, and then you want to stack another, and then you want to go an additional 8 rings on top of that. So that'll get you in the ballpark. It's the equivalent of going, say, 23 rings, but it's just kind of the way that I use it. It's a little bit easier because you'll have to go, I can just kind of visualize it a little bit better off of the bullseye's edge. So that's just the way that I've always done it. So good luck with that expert guide. Hopefully you guys are starting to hone in on the shots a little bit better. And for certain holes, I'll come back and we'll do it a little bit different, especially for guys who won't be playing Berserkers. Certain holes I'll just kind of tone down. But as you can see, if you're playing expert, you're not playing Berserkers, you're putting yourself at an extreme disadvantage. So I highly recommend playing expert with Berserkers. At the very least, you're going to want to pick up these earth balls as kind of a mini Berserker. So It's the only way that you're going to have a chance to compete. I mean, you saw me shoot. What did I make? I made 6, 8, 9. What is that? 15 under. So if you make 3 shots and get all the par 5 eagles and all the birdies and everything else, with a potential to still make hole 1 and all that other stuff with just easy, kind of easy, straightforward shots, there's going to be, quite a few guys that are also going to be capable of doing it. So keep that in mind. Hopefully you found this guide useful, and be on the look for some alternate approaches tomorrow. So good luck, guys.